Hey everyone, and welcome back to Make Me Unusual. So, we're just gonna have to get used to makeup like this. If you are new here, thank you for joining us today, and if you are not here, thank you for coming back. This may be a little out of my usual, but it's not. It may be out of my usual for like what you've seen on my channel so far, but it's not that far out of my usual. I'm working on content, had a few looks that I needed to do. It is now 3:30 and I haven't recorded anything, and I did plan on recording a few videos this evening. And when I say 3:30, I mean 3:30 a.m. not 3:30 p.m. because that'd be great, but it's gonna be morning soon, so I thought I should just start recording a few videos in between looks, and I was working on something else. So today we are going to be doing another samples round. So if you don't know, if you haven't seen my other videos, I will link the first video that I did, but I purchased a ton of samples from Lucky Scent, a ton of niche perfume samples, and I'm going through the different brands that I've purchased. So far I think I've done Roja perfumes, House of Oud. I can't remember the first one, but I'll link the video. So today we're going to be doing Montale perfume. So I have 3 here. I only have 3 of their perfumes. They have tons. I think for Montale I selected from their bestsellers. But yeah, Montale's a little bit overwhelming in terms of their fragrance selection. I am inclined to look at more of them, but I kind of want to get a sense of the quality of the perfume before I deep dive into everything that they've got going on, because if I'm not interested in the first couple perfumes, then I may not go all the way. So I thought I'd start with 3 so I don't overwhelm myself. So if you're interested, then please stay tuned.
So come on, give me love. I'ma show you how to move with my body. Come hit me with your touch and make me wanna say.
So the 3 fragrances I have today are Dark Vanilla, Sensual Instinct, and Honey Oud. Yeah. Out of the 3, I think Honey Oud may be the one I'm not too sure about, so we're gonna with that one. So for those of you that don't know, I am blind testing these perfumes, so I have never smelt these. The bottle is absolutely beautiful. I love the color. All the Montale bottles are the same. They just come in different colors, but I love the color of this bottle. So let's get started. Well, it smells like something, but I can't quite put my finger on it. I think it kind of reminds me of Oud Satin Mood, probably because of the oud in the fragrance. I believe there is oud in this fragrance. Yeah, it smells like honey and oud. I don't mind it. Right now I don't mind it. Alright, so the main accords are honey and oud, warm, spicy, cinnamon, sweet, amber, floral, vanilla, animalic, and leather. Interesting. And in the perfume reminds me of section Kayali, invite only is on it. I have invite only. This doesn't remind me of Invite Only. I know Invite Only, I think it has oud in it. It kind of is in this fragrance family, but when I sniffed this, that wasn't the first thing that came to mind. To me, they smell like different enough for me to have the two of them in my collection if I do like this fragrance. I don't think it pulls too much like Invite Only. So, right now, it kind of reminds me of Oud Satin Mood, mostly because of the oud. The oud is quite prominent in this, but the honey makes it quite sweet. And it is, you can very distinctly smell the honey. It's not just like a sweet background, it is very much honey and oud. So those first two accords are quite prominent, and then everything else is kind of in the background in terms of just smelling it from the vial. So I'm going to put it on my hand. Okay, so far, from what I can smell just from here, I think I really like this. It is quite a sophisticated smelling honey perfume scent because of the oud. I'm not a huge oud person, but I really think I like this from what I can smell from right here. Now, considering I can smell very prominently from right here, the sillage on this, the projection on this is dope. Hopefully it stays that way. Now, okay, yeah, I like that. When I first tried Oud Satin Mood, I really didn't like it. But I was kind of green in the fragrance community, or just green with fragrances altogether. So oud was not, oud, leather, tobacco, incense, all of that were just like, no. They were hard passes for me. And I tried Oud Satin Mood because it was hyped so much, but like, oud, those kind of notes, those like masculine-y kind of polarizing notes, I was not a fan of. So I didn't like it. And then I waited like months, I think 6 months after I smelled Oud Satin Mood the first time, to the second time, and I really did like it. Not enough to buy a full bottle. I think it was still a little too heady for me, but I really did like it. My nose had evolved since then, and my mind had changed about the perfume. But this I can get behind. This I really like. So the fragrance notes in this are honey, agarwood or oud, cinnamon, amber, Madagascar, vanilla, leather, patchouli, and flowers. So it has what would be considered polarizing notes. So the oud, the leather, and the patchouli may be quite strong or might quite polarizing for the average consumer or the average perfume wearer. But there's a picture on here of I guess it's a promo picture for this fragrance that I think really captures the essence of this. Like, it is a really thick honey, but it smells like a matured, rich, deep honey. Like if you put honey in an oak barrel and let it age for a couple years, this is what that smells like. I do get some of the vanilla and the amber and the cinnamon. I don't get much of the patchouli, but I think the oud patchouli combination, I think it's just now a combination, and I'm just smelling it as oud. I don't really pick out the patchouli. I think they kind of are hand in hand with each other, but I really like this. Okay, so and this is the one I didn't think I was going to like because it had oud in it, and I'm still, in my mind, I still think I don't like oud, but I'm starting to like oud. I like this. This might be a front runner. I really hope the longevity on this is good, because if it is, I'm buying this. As long as it doesn't turn weird on the skin. But as of right now, as far as I can smell, I like this. So as long as the projection stays, the longevity stays, and it doesn't change and get weird, I am buying this. Cool. We're off to a good start. I hope we stay there. And in terms of like Montale fragrances, I know there's a misconception that some things smell more synthetic than others. I don't think it smells synthetic. I really like it. It's really smooth. I know I coughed at the beginning of smelling it. I think I inhaled a little too hard, but God, I just the wafting is yeah. Okay, let's move on to the next one. I don't know what to do now, which one to go to now, because now I'm like, oh, I'm gonna like all of them. Okay, let's do dark vanilla. I have a lot of vanilla fragrances, or a lot of vanilla based fragrances, and for me to add a new vanilla to my collection, it's really gonna have to do some things. It's gonna have to wow me quite a bit. So let's see what dark vanilla is saying. It kind of reminds me of Casablanca by Swiss Arabian, which I have. And because of that, I probably won't purchase it. But, hold on. Let's get through the sampling. Main accords are vanilla, woody, animalic, leather, warm spicy, powdery, amber, balsamic, patchouli, and smoky. And in the fragrances that reminds me of section, Casablanca is not there, but this reminds me of Casablanca by Swiss Arabian. They do have I think this is by Swiss Arabian. They have Shagaf Oud by Swiss Arabian listed as fragrances that this reminds me of. I don't know, this reminds me of Casablanca, but let's put it on the skin then. This does smell good. It does really smell good. Okay, so she's on my arm. So the top notes are spices, middle notes are leather, oud, patchouli, sandalwood, and the base notes are vanilla and amber. I take back what I said about Casablanca. It kind of gives me similar vibes. This is more of a deeper, leatherier version of Casablanca. Casablanca is more playful, youthful, a little bit more youthful, and brighter. This one is sweeter, denser, more leathery, kind of more unisex. Yeah, for this one, the leather really does come out on the skin. I still don't get patchouli. It's mostly leather than oud. I get some spices. The vanilla is an afterthought. I get more of the amber. I like this. I don't particularly like leather fragrances. I don't particularly like oud fragrances. But this is a leather prominent fragrance that I like. Wow. I'm conflicted. Because I just don't like it. I wouldn't call this a vanilla scent. It's called dark vanilla. It is a nice dark deep scent, but it's not a vanilla by any means. I do like it. I do like it. It's like a Tom Ford leather fragrance, but sweeter. So it leans more feminine, which I prefer. I do like unisex fragrances, but like I am more on the feminine side, so I do prefer my fragrances to lean more feminine, even if they are unisex. But this is like a female leaning unisex leather fragrance. It's kind of hard to describe. Now this one does not project. Now this one does not project like Honey Oud does. This is very much a skin scent, but I do like that because leather and oud and patchouli scents, for that matter, can get really obnoxious, and this is more of like a skin scent, which I think is a nice variety to have with this type of scent profile. I like it, but for this one, this has to last because it is fading quite quickly. Like I said, it has become a skin scent already, so we'll see what this one does. Right now, Honey Oud is number one. We'll see what Dark Vanilla does. We have one more fragrance, and that is Sensual Instinct. Now, Sensual Instinct is supposed to be a popular Montale fragrance. I don't really know what it's about based on the name. I don't remember. I did look up the notes when I was buying these, but I don't remember. So okay, curious. Main accords are sweet, mossy, amber, rose, woody, coffee, earthy, lactonic, warm, spicy, and nutty. And and this perfume reminds me of Baccarat Rouge 540, isn't it? I don't know if I smell Baccarat Rouge, but all of the Baccarat Rouge dupes are in this, like Instant Crush by Mancera, which I don't have, but I know is one of the suggested dupes. Baccarat Rouge Extrait, Ariana Grande Cloud, Burberry Her, all of the Baccarat Rouge dupe recommendations. So I don't smell Baccarat Rouge on this. Okay, wait, now that it's been mentioned, maybe I do smell it. Okay. Well, if that's the case, then we won't be getting this. But let's put it on the hand and see what it does. And it's not that I don't like Baccarat Rouge, I'm just kind of over it. But this, to me, in the bottle, doesn't smell like it. Bro, this like almost instantly disappeared. What the hell? Okay, so I put it on my hand. You can see the swatch of it. I don't smell anything. I kinda smell some Baccarat Rouge. Kinda, but it's like basically not there. The top notes are roasted coffee beans, middle notes are praline and rose, and the base notes are oak moss, amber, and cedar. Wow, I was looking forward to this, and I can't smell it. There's quite a bit of oil on my hand too. That's nuts. Oh, smell. Okay, well, that rules that out. It kind of does smell like Baccarat Rouge. Kind of has that woody blended note profile thing going on. But yeah, it's basically gone. Okay, well, that makes my job easier. So we're gonna go through the 3 fragrances that I just tried, and then I'm gonna go and come back. Honey Oud still going strong. The oud is taking more of a back seat now, and it's more honey prominent, but I still like it. The dark vanilla, it's less sweet now. It's still very leather forward, but I still like it. It's not offensive, it's not screechy, it doesn't bother me. The real question is, would I wear it? So I do like it. Don't know if I would wear it, but we'll come back to that. Instant Crush isn't doing it for me, unfortunately. Which is fine. I mean, I have enough Baccarat Rouge 540 dupes. I don't need another one. So yeah, we're kind of gonna eliminate Instant Crush from the review. Well, not from the review, but from the running. Honey Oud, I might have to get. And dark vanilla, I'm gonna need to play around with a bit to see if I want to purchase that. But Instant Crush will not be purchased. I don't think my mind's gonna change about that. So yeah, that is the 3. I am going to go do other things and then come back, and we will talk about final thoughts. Okay. So we're just wrapping up the thoughts on these Montale perfumes. So, what's it called? Sensual Instinct, I don't smell, so that's gonna be a no for me. I'm sure other people's experiences have been different with it because, I mean, it was a popular fragrance. Maybe the bottle that was used to fill my sample was separated. I don't know. But as far as what I'm smelling, I'm not smelling anything. And on top of that, if it's supposed to be a Baccarat Rouge 540 dupe, I'm really not that interested. So it'll be a no for Sensual Instinct. For dark vanilla, right now it kind of reminds me of like parchment. Like it's got that woody papery kind of thing going on, which I know is the leather. What it is reminding me of is like when Replica by the Fireplace dries all the way down, and I mean like at the death of the fragrance, when it's just like the base, like what's with the remnants of the base notes is, it kind of has a bit of a smoky woody vibe to it, which is the leather, and I enjoy that. But I don't know if I want to purchase it. It is still very much a skin scent, and I like that it doesn't project too much, because that like heavy woody kind of scent sometimes can be too much. When it's projecting too far, it's quite suffocating, because it's a very thick, kind of dense scent profile. So I'm on the fence with dark vanilla. I like it, but I was hoping that there would be more of a sweetness to it, because I do have 2 other fragrances that kind of pull that deep woody Replica by the Fireplace type scent profile, which I typically add vanilla to. So it would have been nice if this just was overly more of a vanilla scent as it's stated. So I think I'm on the fence with that. But Honey Oud, I don't even have to smell it again. I'm gonna purchase that. Just looking quickly to see what Honey Oud is going for. Yeah, we're well past the hundreds just for Honey Oud. That's the funny part. They got Black Oud, Amber. Like, they have other of the Montale fragrances for more reasonable prices, but Honey Oud specifically, we're looking at like between 120 to 160. So I do want it. So I will be working on that, but I was thinking about getting Oud Satin Mood. I won't be getting that. I will be getting this. They kind of give me the same vibes. However, this one has that honey note that just makes it sweeter, more feminine for me, which was kind of my issue with Oud Satin Mood. So I will be getting Honey Oud from Montale. That is on my wish list now. And if I do purchase it, then you will see it in an upcoming video. But yeah, as out of the 3 fragrances that we've tried from Montale today, I am set on one, which is, I'm excited about it. It's, to me, it is quite unique. I really do like this scent. So I had a good experience with Montale. I think they do have some interesting fragrances to offer, so I'm interested in looking into the company a little bit further, aside from Sensual Instinct, but you know, things happen. So yeah, I might have to do a part 2 on Montale fragrances, but I'm gonna try and get through the samples that I currently have before I get more samples, because Lord knows I have a lot. But yeah, if I do end up purchasing Honey Oud, I will certainly show it in a video. But if you do like the video or you like this series, please like, comment, and subscribe. It helps me out. It will help me out a lot. And I will see you in the next one. Bye. We prefer...